And that's the last time I'm ever ordering Italian from that place again. Oh, hello. How are you all doing tonight? Well, I hope y'all are in the mood for some top 10 because we got some for you. It is the top 10 best art of 2020. So without further ado, let's get into it. Number 10, Conspicuous Snoop by Zoltan Boros. This one is just fun. It has a Gremlins feel to it. Just look up the scene from the original at the tavern with Phoebe Cates, and you will see what I mean. Number 9, Sanctum of All by Johannes Voss. A simple, heavenly landscape that isn't inhibited by any overt set design. And it is also a beautiful card to play if you manage to get it out on the board. Number 8, The Theros Nyx Lands by Sam Burley. These are probably my favorite lands, bar none. I mean, they're just gorgeous. They're really gorgeous, especially if they're in foil. Thalia, Guardian of Thraben, Secret Lair Edition by Magali Villeneuve. Thalia is an epic Magic the Gathering character, but often we see her striking poses rather than slaying monsters. But in this piece, we finally see Thalia in action. She's slaying Brazella, Voice of Nightmares, up close and personal, and she is clearly not afraid, despite the Eldrazi's tentacles already beginning to wrap around her legs and arms. Don't worry though, she survives. Rock on, Thalia. Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath by Vincent Proce. So little is known about Uro, but what we do know is evoked very effectively by the eerie stormscapes that make Uro appear to be thunderstorms, waterspouts, tornadoes, and hurricanes, all at once. And with chains, too! Number 5, the Elsbeth Sagas. Now, I know that these are two separate cards, but you truly cannot embrace the victory of Ryan Yee's Elspeth Conquers Death without first looking at Jason Rainville's Elspeth's Nightmare. Poor Elspeth. She's still sporting the stab wound from where Heliod heartlessly killed her, and is being tortured by the Phyrexian Obliterator, while screaming faces and contorted bodies of other denizens of the underworld surround her. We learn that this recurring nightmare is courtesy of Ashiok, who may be the biggest prick in all of Magic the Gathering. That is why the triumph in Elspeth Conquers Death is so fulfilling. She stands over Ashiok and Erebos, and she deserves it. The brilliance of these pieces also lie in their composition. One seems to be made of mercury and the other made of stone, but they're just wonderful. Number 4, Forsaken Monument by Piot Dura. The collapsed statue of Ulamog, originally featured in Eldrazi Monument, is a pitch-perfect dirge to those who, despite the disaster that was brought upon them, still worship the Titans. It even evokes sympathy, which, when it comes to the Eldrazi's, ain't too easy of a feat. A+. Number 3, Damnation by Seb McKinnon. Okay, even though this won't be out until 2021, it went on sale in 2020, so I'm going to include it here. And it gives Hieronymus Bosch a run for his money. The sea of blood and fire, impaled heads, grinning demons, people being led in a funeral march into the maw of razor-toothed sea monsters, coupled with the allusions to the bubonic plague and Gregorian monks, gives this nightmare fuel an almost biblical quality. It's good. Number 2, Croxa, Titan of Death's Hunger by Vincent Proce. This piece has so much going on, and like so many other Magic pieces, the limited format of the card space does not do it justice. But upon closer inspection, we see Croxa has a gaping mouth filled with horrible jagged teeth on his head, stomach, shoulders, knees, and yes, in between his fingers. Croxa is literally a void that cannot be filled, and frankly, is not an existence I would ever want to experience. I mean, he appears to be suffering from his unending hunger pangs. Bonus points go to the 2 humans on the bottom right, especially the one who is cackling like a madman. Can anyone say PTSD? Number 1, Phyrexian Swamp by Titus Lunter. This piece is probably the best representation of what Phyrexians really are. A vicious and lonely race of parasites. We see the Phyrexian Obliterator from a distance, and it is indeed obliterated everything. Yet it still wanders mindlessly as it searches for something else to destroy, while noxious fumes hiss from the now destroyed horizon of what was once Mirrodin. Sinister and sad, this art still packs an emotional punch while winking at the audience. Titus Lunter should be proud of this piece. Makes sense why this basic land is now selling for $11 a pop. It is just that good. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. And I would like to announce this week's winner. It is Sean Radigan with the Endbringer card. And I would like to remind everybody to subscribe and comment so you can be entered into the giveaways that we do each video. Well, that's all I have for now. And until next time, I gots to scoop.